One of the greatest illnesses in 2023 are depression, burning out, and just in general not finding meaning in life. And due to my experimentation with monk mode throughout the last, I would say 3 years, but especially with the last 1.5 years, have pretty much shed the light to the potential cause for all of these illnesses. And so we don't really have to think about such fancy things as, the society changed, or like we are living in a certain way, and none of those things. The most important reason for that, at least what I found in the midst of nothing, and I'll be expanding on these topics too in a bit, is that we are just overstimulated. We're just simply overstimulated. Think about it, brother. Most of what we eat, and I'm talking about human beings in 21st century, because I don't really want to be regarded as one of these individuals based on the nutrition part of the thing. So we are eating junk food. People in general eat junk. Seed oils, processed food. The list goes on and on. I do not really want to get into that. Sugar, processed carbs, and so on and so forth. Not realizing that for mental clarity, the most important thing that we have to do is to nurture our guts. Because whether we like it or not, our mind will pretty much be responsible for what we think of and what we act on, and pretty much this is the whole operational system, meaning that if we are not good in our bodies, then our mind will not be functioning properly. So it means that we are just pretty much making ourselves dumber, in a case, if you will. So if you're eating junk, then you'll be thinking junk. If you're not take care of your body, then you will have a messy headspace, and if you have a messy headspace, then look around your life. And so, with that being said, one of the most important things, or one of the most important aspects is, where we are overstimulated, or would say we pretty much disconnect from reality, is on the level of foods. And not only that we are eating junk food, but we do not really learn or teach to ourselves to associate some kind of a struggle before we get to eat. And this is also another thing. So this is what I've been training my brain to do throughout the last 1.5 years, is that I'm doing something that actually sucks, or what I'm regarding as something that is in alignance with the path that I'm on. So for example, before I'm eating, mostly I'm eating 1 meal a day, and before I'm eating, I'm going to the gym. And so with that being said, your body also signals that, your body also likes that. It's like, man, like I've been, struggling, going through something that I didn't really like. I got the natural dopamines and so on and so forth. And from there on, your brain actually learns that, hey man, like there is no such thing as like I'm pushing a button and I'm instantly eating, over sugar food and so on and so forth. And the actual idea is that we as generally people just simply don't pay attention to that. They just eat whatever they eat. They use social media when you're eating. We lack focus. We lack actually mindfulness when we are eating. And it's like you're eating, watching YouTube. We do not even know what we eat. We eat when we feel like it, and so on and so forth. This is why 40% of the US is overweight, and I think that I was like super conservative here. So this is the first idea on the level of our food and the level of our gut in general. And the second one, and perhaps as if not more important than that, or would say more impactful than that, is on the level of information intake. Think about that. Before social media, before all these media sources, before the internet, human brain pretty much evolved to handle way less tasks. So for example, when the human brain did evolve, or let's say throughout history, the human brain got into the shape about 50,000 years ago, let's say 100,000 years ago. There are theories around about, let's say, roughly 50,000 years ago. Back then, how we did live is that we didn't really have so much information. We had way less information, so we basically had way less impulses that we have to go through, that we have to process. Meaning that, for example, we had to go for a negotiation, and let's say we have been talking with one person, but we might have been, preparing for that thing for a month, because if you fuck up that thing, then you're screwed. Maybe you're getting kicked out of the tribe or whatever that might be. So this is socially. The other thing is that you could only get information from other people. It's not like you're just opening that thing up for yourself. And again, the human brain did evolve, and I do believe, and I certainly do believe that our capacities